talks between trade unions and employers over pension reforms in France collapsed late Monday. The move once again has placed the government on shaky ground. The Socialist Party says they will be triggering a vote of no confidence in the government. Take a listen.
Mr. Prime Minister, my question was simple. Will the Parliament have the final say, including on the retirement age and the balance in our pension system? You haven't answered it, as you already said no last week. Mr. Prime Minister, keeping one's word is a cornerstone of our democratic regime. You made commitments you have then not kept on this, as on many other issues. This forces us, Mr. Prime Minister, to table a motion of no confidence in your government.
For more on the story, we can bring in our French politics editor, Marc Perman. Marc, good to see you. Are talks still ongoing to try and salvage the situation?
Indeed, they are. They were supposed to be finished by the end of last week. There was an additional session this Monday. Yesterday night, we heard that there was no deal and that this was the end of the story. However, at 7 a.m. Paris time, the Prime Minister Francois Bayrou spoke briefly, saying, "This is not the end of it. I will receive today delegations from the unions, both from workers' union, bosses' unions, to try to forge a last-minute deal." Why? Because the Prime Minister said we were that close from a major deal on reforming the pension system reform. So he's been receiving those delegations today. It's still going on. He will also receive some this evening. And so this is why those talks are still ongoing, despite what's been going on in Parliament with the Socialists deciding to push through a motion of no confidence against the Prime Minister.
We know since Parliament, the National Assembly was dissolved last year, that the government has had to stitch together this sort of coalition. It's kept it on shaky ground, but now with disagreement in Parliament, can the government survive?
It can survive, and there's only one solution, because let's assume this motion of no confidence put forth by the Socialists is supported by the rest of the left. That is France Unbowed, the Greens, and the Communists. It's likely because they believe this attempt at reforming the previous reform is just a smokescreen, that actually the government wants to keep the legal age of retirement at 64, not bringing it back to 62, so it's not worth discussing about little details that will not change the core of the reform. The problem is that, let's say, this leftist coalition has a third or so of the votes in the National Assembly. The Macron bloc, or what's left of it, because we've seen a lot of divisions recently, also has a third, and obviously there's a third and key element, the National Rally. And the National Rally has already indicated that although they also are in favor of reviewing this pension reform, they are not inclined to pull the trigger right now, because this is exactly what brought the previous Prime Minister, Michel Barnier, down when the left and the far right coalesced, voted a motion of confidence. They had the numbers. Right now, the National Rally is saying, we're not sure yet. Yes, we don't like what's happening, but really for us, the key will be the vote of the budget, which is scheduled to happen after the summer break in the fall. So for now, Francois Bayrou seems to be able to survive, and this is also why he is attempting this last-minute negotiation to show probably the National Rally that he's trying his best to come out with something to show for. The Socialists said he should show it before Parliament. The Prime Minister said, we'll see if we go back before Parliament or we issue a decree. But for now, at least he seems to have prolonged his stay in Matignon, the Prime Minister's office, for a few more weeks. We can't go over weeks because months now is becoming really difficult.
Every day counts with this government. Thank you very much for that, Marc Perman there.